A place where nobody dared to go, the love that we came to know, we call it Xanadu. Hello and welcome to Film Seizure. It's time for a revisitation, this time with 100% more Chuck and 0% less love from Geoff. I am Geoff Arbuckle. Joining me as always, Jason Oliver. Jason, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Doing all right.
Doing well.
Do you have you been inspired by your muse to talk about this movie this week?
Yes.
Which one of the 9 sisters is yours muse?
I mean, there's only one.
There's only one.
I mean,
yeah. I mean,
the one with the Australian accent, please.
Right. Yes. Well, let's bring in our muse, our real muse, our male muse, Chuck Moore.
Hey, how are you?
Doing all right.
There really is only one of the 9 sisters.
Well, she's the one that gets all the attention.
Yes, and deservedly so. My first or second girlfriend, Olivia Newton-John. Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, I'll tell you, not many people on the planet, in the history of the planet, as pretty as she is in this movie.
She's pretty pretty.
She's pretty.
One could even almost say heavenly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One could almost say that.
Mount Olympus.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yes, so we are revisiting Xanadu. This is something that has been I think we've been building towards for a while now. Partly, not because of me, surprisingly, but mostly because Jason has been wanting to watch this for some time again, which is a little bit of a surprise to me.
It's a surprise to me, too.
And a surprise to me.
I think it'll probably be many more years before I watch it again. It's a weird movie.
You know, here's the thing about this movie. It is, even the people who love this movie, me included, would say, are you sure you want to make this movie? Are you sure you want this movie? Because it is like, it can only be a musical, right? There's no way you can take this movie seriously. It can only be, that's not to say that you can't take musicals seriously, but I'm just saying it's like you need to have the veneer of extra fantasy to it. It is kind of all over the place.
It is very all over the place.
I mean, there's a reason it created the Razzies.
Oh, yes.
A very good reason it was like the impetus for the Razzies.
It's not the only one, and we'll talk more about that later.
Can't stop the music, right?
Right, yes. Because I specifically chose it to be this week for a backdoor reason to plug something else. Anyway, but yeah, it's just, Xanadu is. That's it. It just is. Like, there is kind of some fascinating behind the scenes stuff in how this came to be what it is. But what's really kind of interesting is that this is kind of a truly kind of like, there shouldn't be an audience for this, but there is a massive audience for this. Well, and I think if this movie was made 25 years later, I think it would be a completely different story.
The big swings that they take in this movie, like executed well or not, are the reasons it's enjoyable. Because other than that, it's not even a movie at all. Like, literally not a movie. I don't know what it is, but it's not a movie.
It's barely a movie. Like, there is very little in the way of plot. There is very little in the way of conflict. There is very little in the way of likable lead characters. There's very little in the way of good acting.
It's just
thank God for the music, for Olivia Newton-John being sexy as all hell, and for the charm of Gene Kelly. Because those three things are really what make this movie watchable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. I mean, there is something, you know what this movie kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of Recess. You just have people and things running around and they're just doing stuff.
They're just getting the energy out before they got to go back to class.
Exactly.
And they gave them roller skates for reasons.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everybody's on roller skates. Everybody's, just this close to busting their asses clean open, but they're all on roller skates and they're all having fun. And I mean, so I guess
it really did want to represent almost every single type of genre of music that had been made up until this time. Like, it's so bizarre. It's like, guys, pick a lane or two or three or maybe six.
It kind of feels like I'm not comparing these movies at all, but it's a little like Babylon in a way.
Yeah.
It's like reverence to things. It's just not executed as well or deep enough or whatever. Right. Like, there's a lot not there. But
so I guess we should start with the background here. So this movie, there used to be a story about this man. I don't know exactly how true it is because I watched the little 2007 or 2008, whatever year it came out, the little documentary with all the dancers talking about this movie and some of the people. And, so there's a lot of things that are kind of working against the movie even before a camera is rented for it. Number one, outside of Grease being as popular as it was, musicals were dead at this point. So why somebody had this idea, the original writer, I think was, I think it was actually Mark Ruba was the original writer. But they had this idea that, okay, we're going to do this fantasy musical. We're going to base it on the nine sisters of, the daughters of Zeus and all of that. And it's just going to be kind of its time. It's going to be like this kind of disco-y kind of musical. And so he kind of was hanging out with, with like, I don't know if it was a writing partner or a friend or whatever, and they just kind of hammered out an idea that was like 25 pages long. And I think the writer knew Robert Greenwald or something, and Robert Greenwald was going to end up kind of getting his first chance at making a movie.
Boy, that's a fascinating guy, Robert Greenwald.
Yes. There's more to him later in his career. But so they end up selling the movie thinking, it'll be like a Roger Corman, like little cheapo disco flick that kids will go see, on Saturday night or whatever. Somewhere along the way, Olivia Newton-John found out about it and wanted to do it. Like, bad.
That's insane.
That is insane.
She's like, I think really what it came down to was she was wanting to be the above the title person in a movie after Grease. I mean, it was just going to be the next thing after Grease because she's never leading a movie by herself ever again after this movie.
Well, I mean, nobody is.
No.
Even Gene Kelly.
Well, this is his last movie.
Yeah, last movie.
But there is a little bit to that too, because so she comes in and it's like, okay, now, whoa, this is going from like a $2 million movie to a $20 million movie, and it's got to get filled out big time. And a rewrite came along, which forced out the original guy. And the movie was still like 25 pages long. So there's like nothing to this movie.
I was going to say they probably never got progressed past 30 pages on the script.
Not really. The old story used to be that producer Joel Silver came along and like locked writers into a hotel room and refused to let them leave or get food or get help until they finished the script. I don't think that's true, because I think they just had to kind of cobble this thing together. And so they bring in Kenny Ortega to do the choreography because he knew all of these dancers in LA that were out of work because there's no musicals happening in Hollywood. And, he knows all of these different types of dancers who can't get work. So he used them all. And so that's why you have so many different types of dance. Although it's funny because I think they picked a cinematographer who had no idea how to film a dance scene.
Oh my God.
Because you cannot see them dance. It's too close. It's shot too close. It is something that Gene Kelly gets very upset about after the movie's done, that nobody can see him actually roller skating, because he really could. Like, he was like an expert roller skater.
You can
kind of see it,
but it's not really showcased.
You don't see his feet. It's not. Yeah, it's like it's a bunch of,
or he's moving away from the camera.
Right. Yeah.
Or when it's on him, you don't see his feet. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
and like my favorite, it's like my favorite scene in the movie too.
Well,
until it isn't.
So
I'll get into that later.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. So then, so this movie was constantly changing throughout the course of the movie. The scene with the tubes, the tubes are only part of this because of Kenny Ortega. He did some of their choreography when they were first starting out in as a glam rock band. And so he brings them in. The whole concept of merging the 80s and 40s was not part of the movie until the day, and they figured it out.
Yeah, it's kind of impressive. That's one of those scenes that I really like a lot too. And I forgot that it merged, and I was thinking in my head, man, this would be really good if they merged. And then they did.
It's got a very Sinners vibe, that scene.
Yeah, kind of. And the dancers from each of the eras were kept apart until they filmed that day. So, like, they didn't know how they were going to interact with one another until it was time to interact. So that's why you get, like, these real dancers who can do a lot of different stuff. It's like they figured that shit out on the spot. But then, one of the most important, if you're going to make this movie, the most important scene didn't exist until after the film was finished. Everybody was done, and they thought they were going to release the movie. And that was Gene Kelly and Olivia Newton-John dancing together. That was not in the movie until the movie was over. And the whole thing, when Gene Kelly came in, like, Kenny Ortega kind of knew Gene Kelly, and they're like, okay. And he was like, okay, well, we're going to bring this guy in, some musical, and we'll talk. And Gene Kelly's like, I'll be in your movie. I'm not dancing. What? Then why even get him? Anyway, but he ended up coming back under the proviso that only he, Olivia Newton-John, the camera operator, the cinematographer, they were the only people allowed on that set. And then he directed that scene himself, because he directed a ton of movies.
This is the scene where he's remembering
back to his music. Right.
Right.
Which is kind of a key. Like, you want to sell this movie on these two. You want them to be together in a scene and not just kind of be together in a scene. So, like, the fact that they didn't even have that scene until like weeks after everything had closed down is mind-boggling.
Yeah.
But because he wouldn't dance, but then he actually choreographed that. Like, the whole story is that, like, because he directed a lot of his own.
What about
he choreographed his own stuff? But
what about
he specifically.
What about dress up scenes?
Hang on a second.
Are you there?
I'm not even finished telling the story of the first thing.
But he dances in that scene too.
Well, yes, but like that's the most they were going to get out of him.
All right.
So he was like, back to that 40s scene. He specifically choreographed that scene for Olivia Newton-John, knowing what she was capable. So like, it was a kind of a downplayed a little bit more, like it was not a big production, but it was meant to kind of be more of a like, oh, these people really did know each other. And like, it was more of a personal thing, which was even harder to like actually choreograph, but it's a really good scene. And I don't, it's like the fact that they didn't even think to have that scene until I think it was even after like test screenings or screening it for the studio or something. It's like, why are they not dancing together?
Yeah, like, that would be weird to not have them dance together. That's a good scene. I like that scene. It starts a little wonky.
Well, because it's dropped into the movie out of
nowhere.
I
mean, even. Well, when does that part start? Because when he starts kind of imagining it, and he's doing his little like air clarinet and everything, it's a little goofy, but it slowly gets less goofy.
I don't think you're allowed to say that anything in this movie is goofy as a serious critique.
That's fair.
I mean, this movie isn't trying to be anything.
I just mean his performance, I guess, is a little like not up to par for Gene Kelly, but then when it starts to dancing, it's of course nice and great. Yeah. But mostly he's very good in this, I think, even if he is kind of just phoning it in, as you say. I mean, he's so absolutely necessary because Michael Beck is so terrible. He's so bad. And I mean, has anyone ever had a weirder career whiplash than going from something like The Warriors to Xanadu? That's weird.
Oh, they sold him in the trailer as being the one who thrilled us in The Warriors.
Whew. That's strange. I mean, Susan at one point though was like, she has never seen The Warriors, but it was funny that she said, some of this is kind of like rival gangs, like West Side Story or something like that, like with the different genre dancers, and everything. I was like, funny you say that.
But yeah, so I mean, like, it was just kind of it was a wonky production from the start. Things kept getting changed. Things kind of was like, what can we do today? Okay, this is what we can do, and this will work. But I think this movie worked out best for all of the actual dancers. Muse number one is Sandahl Bergman, who was in, I don't know if this is necessarily an uptick, but Hell Comes the Frogtown.
Hell yeah.
And but she has like a legitimate career. I mean, she's in a ton of stuff in the 80s. But all of the dancers got work from that. I mean, because I don't think anybody argued that they were, up to snuff.
Well, even Olivia Newton-John met her future husband, who was a dancer on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was his name?
Dick.
Matt Latanzi.
Yeah, jerk.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a step. So, Chuck, was this the first time you saw this movie?
Pretty sure. I wasn't certain last week, like if I had seen it as a kid. But I only remember like a couple of scenes that I think were just kind of like in the zeitgeist kind of stuff. It was kind of funny. I was asking Stephanie if she wanted to watch it, and she was like, well, what's it about? And I was like, oh, it's about Olivia Newton-John is a muse and she helps a guy build a roller rink. She just fucking laughed. Said, no,
a really good summary.
You know what? That's when you say Xanadu is.
Yes, I mean,
and then let her decide if she wants to watch. It's kind of like Zardoz. It just is, and if you want to take it, go for it.
You couldn't convince me to watch this movie if she wasn't in it. And I probably would never again watch it if she wasn't in it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. It's like, yeah, like everything from the movie itself to the soundtrack. Like the first side of the soundtrack is all of her stuff, and then the second side is ELO, except for Xanadu.
Even the ELO stuff is like weird for ELO. It is not like
no. I don't know necessarily.
Some of it is.
It's not great ELO stuff, but it's still good. It's still good enough.
Oh, I disagree with that. I think
I really like I'm Alive. That is good stuff.
Yeah,
that is a good tune.
Yeah, I'm Alive. I don't. All Over the World is my least favorite of their songs in this. But Don't Walk Away is fucking great. The cartoon sex song.
Oh yeah, the
Don Bluth.
Don Bluth animated segment.
I like how Don Bluth was like
that too. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, "That's fucking Don Bluth."
Yeah.
It's like,
well, and Don Bluth was like,
recognizable.
How do we make sure that we understand that this bird is Olivia Newton-John? Well, give her leg warmers. That was like legitimately. He's like, well, we give her leg warmers, and then doesn't matter if she's a bird. You know that's Olivia Newton-John.
Right.
Perfect.
I mean, that makes sense. Like,
perfect.
Yeah. That is, and actually, the Sonny in that scene is Kenny Ortega. He's doing the dancing with Olivia Newton-John because they rotoscoped it.
Yeah.
But they rotoscoped the people, I should say. They didn't actually turn in the birds, believe it or not.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
This is totally unrelated to the movie, but I found it interesting. Like, I learned how big a fan Justin Hawkins is of ELO by listening to the music in this. He sings like Jeff Lynne so often. Like it's especially this movie, like the way Lynne is singing. It's pretty. I was like, whoa, that's very The Darkness, like in the vocal delivery. Yeah,
which is funny because the whole time ELO was so heavily influenced by the Beatles, and I was like, I never really heard that in there.
Well, I mean, even John Lennon said, like, if we continued writing music, we'd sound like ELO.
We would have turned into ELO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, but anyway.
I mean, to be fair, like Mr. Blue Sky, I think for most of my childhood, I thought was a Beatles song.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
I never thought that, but I could totally see it as a Beatles.
Yeah. I mean, that one, Telephone Line also, I could see that being a Beatles song. Yeah.
I mean, Geoff obviously was a huge fan of the Beatles.
He hung out with some of them for a while.
Yeah, and he made music with one of them.
Yep, sure did. Greatest super band ever, super group ever.
I wish they had more output, though.
I know. Yeah. So anyway, I mean, this is a movie that, like, I don't know, man. It's like, I'm sure I said this 20 years ago when we did the first episode. However, I felt, I mean, I don't know, 20 years probably. However long ago it was. It's just a movie that makes me happy. Like, I just like watching it.
Not allowed.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
It was fun. It was fun to watch it. It was fun to kind of what the fuck react to some of it again, because some of it is so damn weird.
It's really honestly stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah, but I mean,
but I don't mean that like.
But it's like fun stupid.
But it is very nice.
You know?
It's totally harmless, and a lot of it is nice to look at, and most of it is nice to listen to. It was like immediately dated though. It had to be in the special effects, like that backlighting glow effect. I don't think has ever looked good.
Olivia Newton-John liked it because she brought it over to the physical video.
Yeah, true. And the
well, that's where it belonged. It belonged on MTV. Yeah,
and I want to know what I don't know. Maybe it was Greenwald. Maybe it was the editor, but I want to know who invented all those insane transitional swipes.
The blinds. It looked like
it was Greenwald and his brother.
Some of that was like some crazy Doctor Strange shit going on. It was wild.
But what's kind of funny is that was kind of a common way of doing trailers back then. Like both the trailer for Xanadu and the trailer for, of all things, Empire Strikes Back used that same effect onto images when they didn't want to show like actual footage from the movie. It's something that like I can't look at that without thinking of like the original teaser for like Empire Strikes Back.
But it didn't even make sense. Like for the movie, the style of it didn't make sense. It should have been like a
Star Wipes. Star Wipes all the way.
Or the fuzzy. Yeah.
Star Wipes for the win. Yeah, like come on now.
It did very much, like some of the look of it did very much have some of that 70s variety show aesthetic.
Yeah. Although, you know what's really interesting.
Sorry, let me just finish this thought real quick. It didn't really feel like the big introduction to the 80s, though, like I think they wanted it to be.
Well, no, because they kept with this kind of Art Deco look, too.
Yeah.
Because obviously you had the Pan Pacific Auditorium, and then the that music store both had the same architecture. And, you know, that was something else that was taught. It was kind of like a love letter to that era of Los Angeles and the way it had looked for like the previous 30 years. And then it got accidentally dated because all of those things got tore down or burned down or whatever. And that's not what LA looks like anymore. So it's like it does feel like it's from some other place out of time, which maybe that's best for this movie. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be best. It does feel like it exists in some sort of time vacuum.
Well, because it is also struggling between 1940 and 1980. There's like this constant push and pull, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
It's like this
finding something more out of it.
Fifth dimensional vortex of like all of these past aesthetics, and it's maybe it's, I don't know, it's prediction of what the 80s will become. But woof.
Yeah, I mean, because the
roller
music
skating stuck around for a while.
Oh yeah, I mean, roller skating had been around for 40 years before, but then for 40 years after, it stuck around. You know,
I don't know about 40 years.
Oh, there's
the pandemic ended it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I mean, it stuck around, but like as a
it became rollerblading
as a pop culture thing.
Sure. But rollerblading,
like roller rinks, I'm more specific.
It was still big when we were late into our.
Sure, like into the mid '90s, it was still. It's definitely a thing with like teenagers. Yeah.
Well, I think the thing what's kind of funny is that it seemed like for a long time rollerblading was the thing to do, but then when those people grew up and got older, they went back to the roller skates.
Well, yeah, rollerblading is more like...
Well, rollerblading, you couldn't even really wear those in roller rinks, could you? I don't think they allowed them because they scuffed everything up.
Yeah, because they were hard wheels for the...
So they're more two different crowds. Like rollerblading was more about, those tricks and extreme and all of that, right? As what it kind of got. And it became sort of almost even a yuppie thing, right?
Mm-hmm. And a boardwalk
I think it made roller skating, indoor roller skating in a rink to music in a circle seem passe. It's probably,
but it is like roller skating is more like a dating kind of.
Very much so. Very much so.
And like rollerblading, like you can actually use it to get places.
You could show off to your friends as you like rip your testicles off.
Like in grade school, like the first girl I ever held a hand with, it was on a roller skating rink, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But the, I mean, because, so let's, let's talk about the movie.
Once we start that, the episode's only going to be like 17 minutes.
Well, we've already passed that. So welcome to the midway point of this episode. Sonny Malone, even that's an old timey name. But Sonny Malone is a frustrated freelance artist, which most people, I've heard people scoff about this, but his job was a real fucking job once upon a time.
Yeah.
Those billboards didn't blow themselves up. You had to paint that shit.
Yeah, you didn't have, inkjet printing.
Right. You need to advertise a fucking record album. Somebody's got to blow that shit up.
Yeah.
So he kind of does that. He wants to do something else, but he doesn't know what. And I guess all you have to do is just say a guy like me shouldn't dream anyway.
Oh,
and all of a sudden, like, hot ass chicks will come out of a wall.
That's all he had to do.
Yeah, I've been doing
was give up his dream.
What am I doing wrong?
To find a new dream.
Right.
The dream of a life with the
That's not even his dream.
It's not even his dream, right?
No, it's the old guy's dream.
My first note is that quote, and
me too.
And it was like, oh boy, this guy's emo as fuck.
But we start off on a strong point with "I'm Alive," and we get to see the
better version of it later. But yes, it's kind of like the low key version of it.
No.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little more.
This song doesn't play again.
Yeah, it does.
Are you thinking of Magic?
No, I'm Alive. It plays twice. It plays again later.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't.
It does, but
I'll look it up.
Anyway, it brings because this is like the full one. This is the version that's on the radio, on the album. It's the muses coming to life, and they all jet off into different directions. Some running, one roller skating. And right here, I have to raise my hand because Olivia Newton-John kind of comes out of nowhere, runs into Sonny, kisses him, and then takes off in like a bolt of light. At this point, is it just accepted the magic is a real thing? Like in the world, that this sort of stuff is just everyday happening?
I mean, he's pretty confused by it. So,
well, he's confused by a lot of stuff. I mean, come on now. But no, he takes. So he's like, "Whoa, there's a hot chick that just kissed me. Who is she?" And he goes to work, and he realizes, "Oh, the next cover I have to paint is the album by the Nine Sisters." So dropping the hint that this is all preordained here. This is all going to happen. And, oh, that's the chick who kissed me. And the guy and his coworker's like, "Yeah, what's the X-rated version of it?" So what'd you do? He's like, "Nothing."
This is quite the family movie in a lot of respects.
True.
Like, I think it's supposed to be a family movie, but it's like it teeters on the brink of, whoa.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, those cartoons totally fucked.
Yeah, sure. And then you had the two girls with the weird wire bras, and you can see their nipples and stuff. But I guess that, like...
Well, I mean, Airplane, the same year, PG shows breasts.
Yeah. I'm surprised that got a PG, though, not a PG-13. That was a thing yet.
This movie would still get a PG if it came out.
Sure.
Like, easily. I mean, it's pretty chaste.
Yeah, it is. I mean, but anyway, so he's like, I'm going to go find this girl. And he goes and he asks the one guy, he's like, yeah, she was there and then she wasn't. But she didn't sign a contract and I'm not paying her and she's in the frame. So she doesn't exist. If I'm not paying her, she doesn't exist. That's
writing.
Well, I mean, if we want to dirty this movie up, there's something that can be said there about that too. Anyway, he then goes to, this other guy and he's like, yeah, it's just, she's, whatever. She was just there and then she wasn't. And then he sees her roller skating again while he's talking to he meets Danny McGuire. Danny McGuire is a character from the movie CoverGirl in 1944. I watched CoverGirl for the first time. And CoverGirl is a little bit like Xanadu in one regard, where you have this kind of girl inspires somebody, reminds somebody else of a past person that turns out to be her grandmother. It's Rita Hayworth. So you get that too. So you get another, stunningly pretty leading lady.
So Gene Kelly is playing a character he already played before.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
I wasn't aware of that part of it.
He mentions having an opening night. Well, he runs a theater in CoverGirl. There's a way that you could make CoverGirl and Xanadu a really interesting tale about how absolutely devastatingly sad and lonely Danny McGuire is. Because if the way that CoverGirl plays out, there's a happy ending, but if he's playing the exact same person in Xanadu, that means he's lost two really, really important women in his life, and he would be shattered by it. Anyway, I just want to say I watched CoverGirl. It was a fine movie. It was very classic, very classic musical.
You really sold out for Xanadu, buddy.
Of course I
watching whole ass other movies for it.
I would again. I didn't get time to do the three commentaries on the Kino release of it. Yeah. Anyway,
3 or 4. There's a crazy amount of commentaries on there.
Yeah.
Does ONJ do one? Does Olivia Newton-John do one?
No. But Greenwald does one. There's a film historian that does one.
I bet the Greenwald one is interesting.
Yeah. But anyway, he's just playing clarinet on this rock at the beach, and they start talking. He said, Sonny sees Kira, who he doesn't know her name yet, roller skate away, and he borrows one of the other muses' bicycle and ends up falling into the ocean.
She's trying to murder him.
Yes. Because
she even horror appears behind him later in the movie. It's like very horror.
She appears and disappears like a fucking ghost. This is a Paranormal Activity movie.
Yeah.
Well, even Gene Kelly is somehow able to.
How the fuck did he
teleport?
Get there? Yeah. Did he ride his fucking clarinet over?
It's like a witch's broom. He just gets on the clarinet. He
floated like that one scene with all of the weird stage effects.
Oh my god, hilarious!
He floated over there like a Chinese ghost.
Yeah. I was like, how did? Never mind.
Yeah, but anyway,
I said never mind to my brain a lot while I watched.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's you know what I did a lot of?
And
then just a little shrug.
My biggest early one of those was the guy who just shows him a picture and says, "You're single. Let me show you my daughters."
Yeah,
I just said that's great, Lou, which is what he says to him.
Yes. That's great, Lou. I got to go find this other girl. Yeah.
Fucking Lou.
Oh
man, people are.
He was hoping for a dowry or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, see, it's a very old-fashioned movie
with no money and
right. Yeah, he's barking up the wrong tree. Yeah.
So Sonny hitches a ride on the back of a what kind of a van? Was it an ice cream?
It was a hot dog wiener.
It was a hot dog wiener. That's right. It's a wiener. It's some of his best work.
Makes the ladies love him.
Yeah,
it's the guy who drives it.
The guy who drives it. Yeah.
I gotta say, his van work is pretty good. That's pretty good. Maybe he should have stuck with that.
Man, he could put like a bitchin' I don't know, skeleton horse on the side of somebody's rock and roll van or something.
Also, I love that he doesn't really understand what freelance work is. He wants to be a freelance artist, but
you can just be a freelancer.
Just be an artist and paint. You're not taking commissions. When you're working freelance, people are paying you to do what they want you to do. The thing he's complaining about is what he does. Day job.
Is what he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he needs a muse. Come on, Jay.
and to be fair, why can't you do both? Can you only concentrate on one thing? Like if you're working enlarging paintings or enlarging album covers, you can't also pursue other interests.
I'm guessing he has arthritis and can only paint so much a day. That's.
I mean, a lot of artists would kill for that type of steady work.
Yes, getting paid to fund what I want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this guy is so insufferable.
He is. Like he does not deserve a muse.
He doesn't. He doesn't deserve a muse, and he definitely doesn't deserve one that looks like Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah, and he doesn't deserve Danny Maguire and all his money.
Nope.
Danny Maguire's dream. He didn't. Why does he get? Never mind.
He's just he's a lucky putz. He's just a lucky putz.
But he wowed you in the Warriors.
Yes. Thrilled you. So anyway, so yeah, he ends up riding the bumper of the guy, and he's like, "Hey, this is the place where that girl was hanging out. Stop here, or just let go." He didn't have to tell the guy to stop.
No, can I just complain about this real quick?
Go for it.
First I was like, why didn't he get in the vehicle? And then I was like, oh, because they want to do a cool scene showing him riding the truck from behind, and they don't even show anything.
Barely.
There's no pages of the script.
You're right. There was no alternate shot. It was just from behind. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
they could have
arrives.
mounted a camera on the van. It could have looked really cool. What was that called? Was that called like skitching or something like that? There was like a cool like hip term for that later in the 80s.
Like for grabbing on and riding? I don't recall.
Yep.
I do not recall.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Well, Danny, not Danny. Sonny. God damn it. All these NNY.
The gangster, Sonny Malone.
Sonny Malone. Hey, I'm Sonny Malone.
Hey.
Sonny Malone hears music inside the thing, which is Magic, the #1 hit song from this movie.
I love that fucking song.
It's a good fucking song.
This song, that song was #1 on the radio when Susan was born, and this movie came out.
I was going to say, it came out 1980. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. They really played that up too, like all over. Yeah. Anyway, so he goes inside and he sees Kira skating around ethereally. Ethereally? Yeah, sure. Sure. Anyway, and she is disappearing and reappearing before his eyes. Dude, she's a spooky chick. Well, actually, never mind. Stay there. She's a spooky chick. That's awesome.
And then later, he can't get it through his head that she's a spooky chick. She has to do really spooky things to get him to believe it.
Yeah. I guess I have to change real quick.
He has to change classic movies to prove herself to be a spooky chick.
This guy's a lucky idiot putz. Yes. You gotta add a term to him.
Yes. Oh, there'll be many terms added to
let's see what his name is by the end of this. Right now he's lucky idiot.
By the way, I don't want to give too much shit to Michael Beck. I met him at Indiana Comic Con. He signed a lobby card of Xanadu that I had. And he was a very pleasant guy, and I told him how much I love this movie.
I'm sure he's a very pleasant
guy. He's a fantastic. He's so soft-spoken.
I'm sure he would watch this movie and be a little embarrassed by his performance.
No way. Not if he's watching it with me. Michael Beck, come over. I'll watch this movie with you. I'll tell you how much I love it.
I mean, maybe not during Megaforce, because,
Megaforce is rad. We're going to do a back-to-back.
I'm surprised you didn't have him sign any Megaforce stuff.
Dude, Xanadu or Megaforce? What do you think is going to happen? It's going to be Xanadu. Well, I only had
if it was Olivia Newton-John, I get it.
Well, she's on the lobby card that he signed.
No, I know. I'm saying, like, for Michael Beck, this wouldn't be the movie you'd think of for him.
Most of the time you would think of. Fair. But Olivia Newton-John, you would think of Grease more than this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I don't, I'm no judgment. I'm the guy who met Michael Paré and was like, I don't really care about Eddie the Cruiser. Signed my Streets of Fire record.
Nice. I'm sure you appreciated that. But no, I told him, I told him how much I love.
Chat about Albert Pune. Yeah.
Nice. I told Michael Beck how much I love both of his non-Warriors big time movies. And I meant it too. God damn it! I looked him straight in the eyes. I love those fucking movies.
But you didn't talk about Battle Truck, did you?
No. But Xanadu, absolutely, yes.
Fair enough.
Anyway, because I fucking love this movie. I watch this and King Kong 1976. Anytime you want to put that on TV, I'm there. I'm there to watch it. Anyway. So she tells him, he's like, hey, so like what? And she's like finishing sentences for him too. Like, see each other again? He's like, yeah, well, why would I want to? Okay, red flag. When she asks, why would I want to? Bring Danny next time, because I 100% believe that Gene Kelly could score Olivia Newton-John in 1980.
Oh, for sure, man. I mean, his charisma for days over Michael Beck in this movie.
So anyway, so he's like, he learns her name is Kira, which they never explain it. She tries to blurt out that her name is Terpsichore, whatever. It's the muse of dance.
Okay. Not singing.
Not of singing, but of dance. Not of roller skating either. Of dance. The incredibly popular 2007 Broadway musical changed her name to Clea, which is the muse of history.
Wait, it was incredibly popular. It was
Tony Award nominated. Yeah,
no kidding.
Yeah, and I was telling Chuck before you came on, I listened to a few of the songs. They're faithfully covered. Yeah,
you should probably see that if it ever has a.
Yeah, no, right?
What do they call it? A revival or a revival?
Yeah. Anyway, but so he goes. He ends up running in. He goes back to work, and they're like, "Hey, go over to the really cool Art Deco music store and put these signs up." Now that if he wants to be an art, he shouldn't be doing that shit. He doesn't have to be hanging the paintings.
No.
He should just be making the paintings. But it gives him a chance to run into Danny McGuire, to which he says, I'm up here on this ladder. Why don't you grab hold of it? Because I might fall when I come. It's like, then why did you get up on the ladder?
Again, idiot.
Also, what kind of car is Sonny driving?
A Woody. That's an actual Woody.
An actual Woody? Like, who made it? What's the make?
I don't know, but it was just always called a Woody. I don't know. It's the original station wagon.
It didn't look like a car that he could afford in that condition.
Well, it was $1980. That was probably only like $500 to like restore it.
Could be.
Well, he lived in a weird boathouse that had like little boat stuff painted on it. Like it looked like he was in a boat, but he was in a house.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or a studio apartment or something, but it looked like a boat. Anyway, a guy like him shouldn't dream anyway.
No, he shouldn't.
Anyway, so he he meets up with, and it's like, hey, do you like rock and roll? I like rock and roll. So I like the other guy. What was the big band that he played with?
Glenn Miller.
Glenn Miller. Yeah, so I like Glenn Miller. And they're like, all right, cool. Come over here. That's me playing the clarinet. Come home with me in my mansion. Never mind how I have this. I'll tell you some bullshit story, but never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm Gene Kelly. Come over to my place. Listen to me play it on this record. And oh, by the way, I happen to know a girl 25, 35 years ago that looks just like your girl. And she left me, and I lost everything that was important to me in life. So watch out for that. Son.
Watch out for that.
Malone.
Yeah.
Which, man, I got some things to say about the whole Muse thing later, but yeah.
Okay. Anyway, well, we're getting there. We're getting there. So anyway, so Sonny's like, all right, I gotta go. I'll see you later. I gotta go back to work or some shit. But he does learn something from Danny, which is you should take longer lunch breaks. And I am 100% on board for that. Anyway. Anyway. I'm trying to make this movie sound as much as exciting as I love this movie. Anyway.
I'm trying not to get in your way.
Yes. I think you can only,
well, we're getting there.
It's a love you can only feel, not describe.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to describe it, but it's
largely
just going to be me. It's going to largely be me describing what Olivia Newton-John looks like in this movie.
And then eventually you'll say something like, I'll say one thing about this movie. Jason and I will both laugh at her.
I'm going to say one thing about the movie right now.
Oh, okay.
Danny McGuire is visited by a ghost of his version of Kira. Now, I do have some questions about this, right? Because it takes him a little bit of time later, because for a longest time, he's interacting with Kira. And it's like, wait, does he not recognize her? Does it only look like Olivia Newton-John to Sonny? Or is she putting some kind of a voodoo on him to not recognize her or to forget the older version of her?
This is the first time they've interacted like fully, completely. He saw her skate by earlier.
Right. But I'm talking about like once they get to the auditorium and she shows up and now they start interacting constantly until he finally says, no, I think we're still in 1945. In which case, he knows exactly who she is. But I still don't think that he immediately recognizes her. Well,
no, he doesn't. But it is. She's not playing any tricks because her picture is in the album.
But the person that's looking at her is Sonny, and then for the audience, we see him dance with her. But
right.
do they necessarily see the same thing? Are we seeing Olivia Newton-John, but he doesn't? You know what I mean?
You're putting way too much thought into this.
That's what I do.
Well, yes, but these are the things I was thinking as well.
Well, because it becomes important later, right? Because they are interacting.
Well, then we also, when we get to the thing about the thing where the older Gene Kelly is trying to give the advice to Michael Beck about.
If she can come here, you can go there.
But not only that, but like his whole life has been spent in longing for her because he didn't chase after her. But is that a muse thing? It doesn't feel like that's a good thing that muses should be doing to those that they inspire.
Well, she describes it that muses aren't supposed to do that.
Right, but she's a bad muse because she always falls in love.
She does it twice at least.
Yeah, she at least falls in love with her subject, if you will.
Well, she 100% admits to the Sonny one.
And then that fucks him up. Yeah. It fucked up Gene Kelly. He ended up in construction. He made a lot of money.
He ended up with the fucking giant mansion.
Yes, he made a lot of money, but he ended up in
imaginary flutes in his.
But
he's lonely.
But in a constant life of longing, right? Yeah.
My point is, maybe not that you guys are putting too much thought in it. Is that there's no good conclusion to arrive at because they didn't put too much thought.
Right. No. There's only 25 pages here, man. There ain't room for this.
Yeah. And it's honestly a little shocking. At one point, do you wonder if these people had these conversations and then did what you keep doing, Chuck, and you're just like, whatever.
Yeah. Never mind.
Well, I do know that if you talk to any of the dancers, they would show up, they would go through, like their steps, they would go through the wardrobe and they're like, what the fuck are we doing here? It's kind of like the same. It was the same thing. Right. I mean, they were having a blast. They were having a blast.
So much fun. All the costume changes, all the choreography, Gene fucking Kelly's on set.
All of those, all of those dancers are in every dance scene.
Yeah.
So like they are constant work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they made out well, is because you could actually see what they could do on the screen. Yeah. Like they could take that sizzle wheel and show it off.
For sure.
Even if the movie wasn't any good, it's not their fault.
Nope.
And it's not Gene Kelly's fault, and it's not Olivia Newton-John's fault. It's probably a little bit of everybody else's fault. It's not ELO's fault. Anyway, I mean, ELO didn't. I mean, they play these songs still. I mean, in concert. So anyway, So basically, they decide. Oh, we got to get to the spooky scene because he goes back to painting her on the album cover, and she just fucking appears and scares the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and he's like, well, how long were you there? Oh, just a few seconds. She's telling you she's a spooky chick. She's a ghost. Watch out. But also try to find out more what's going on there. But yeah, she's like, he's like, can you believe this old fart like wants me to go into business with him to open a dance hall or whatever? And she's like, yeah, why not? And he's like, that's not what I'm an artist. And he's like, I don't know. It's like, and he wants me to find a place. I can't find a place. She's like, how about my place? He's like, it's dump. It's like, dude. I would never tell Olivia Newton-John in any situation, even if she's a spooky ghost chick, your place is a dump.
Your place is a dump.
Well, she's like, it's got character or whatever. And he's like, sure does. It's like, dude, you are well on the path of old Gene Kelly playing clarinet on the rock. You idiot.
Yeah, I mean, he has no idea what's even happening around him. Like, zero clue.
No, he doesn't. He has no idea. Well, and then, like, he takes Danny there. He's like, hey, a girl told me this would be a good place. He's like, yeah, right. It's like, they used to have wrestling here, which they did. That place used to have wrestling.
Yeah, it's a pretty famous place or was a pretty famous place in LA.
Burned down in 1989.
Yeah.
But the hope was, to some people around the Los Angeles area, was that, you know, the use of this building was going to spark interest in putting something there. And then the movie bombed, and then nothing got put there, and then the place burned down.
It is a cool place. Like,
yeah.
It looks like a cool place. Yeah.
And I'd 100% go to Xanadu. I'd go watch those people skate. Hell yeah, that's like dinner and a show.
Oh my God, Susan was like, "Wait, how many of these people are they paying?"
Yeah, exactly. How much is the door price to see magic?
Make any money at this night?
Right. You got people.
Yeah, nobody was actually there. It was all just performers.
Yeah.
It's just a place for your dancing friends to go and perform.
Yeah.
It's Kenny Ortega's like dream to have all of his dancing friends hang out there. Anyway, so yeah, so he takes them there and it's like, this is where we get the cool, like, oh, let's have a bandstand with 40s music and like Michael Beck or Sonny is like, that's a dump. That's a bad idea. Let's have 80s with like crazy ass, like, fucking stuff that's like before its time, like the red jumpsuit or the orange jumpsuits and everything. It seems like the Tubes were ahead of their time.
Dude, the Tubes are rad. They're very cool.
There's on the Blu-ray for Xanadu, there's the 20-minute sizzle reel, which is just the highlights of the movie. And the music is different in the sizzle reel than it is in the movie. It's like real rough and like a whole different alternate take of the songs. And that one was way different. And the song that's actually on the soundtrack, I think, is better than actually what's in the movie. Because it blends better. But anyway,
I would say real quickly though that they were just catching up to Devo, even in 1980.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
it was a very Devo look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they had gotten their start like in 72 or 3 or something like that, and that's like that. They were kind of. So did
Devo. So
yeah, and they were both probably kind of following David Bowie.
For sure. I mean, Devo is kind of like their own weird animal, but yeah.
Or at least in the glam rock kind of performance sense, they're chasing David Bowie. But anyway, so this, I mean, it's a clever scene it's a complicated scene. And the fact that they just came up with it one day and they're like, can we do it? And like the production designer is like, yeah, we can do it. And
it's cool.
And we can fit the two stages together. It's fucking cool.
It's very cool. And it sounds cool. Like,
yeah.
Because they would have had to figure out the musical aspect of that after the fact as well. And it's very cool. Yeah.
The guys from the Tube said in the little documentary that they never played that song live and they never will, but they constantly get asked for it. And it's like, we're just never going to play that song. Sorry. Yeah. It's like, because it's only half of one song. It's like,
yeah,
there's like a whole other, like there's the other part of it. That's the Olivia Newton-John part of it. And yeah, you've got like fucking 40 dancers, like just going nuts on like in this gigantic space. Oh, I guess we didn't mention that after the spooky stuff, that's when they go to the special production room, which is for all the big bands that record there. That I don't know what they're supposed to do there. Sounds like it's just a place where songs are recorded, but it's like a whole set. Like where they go, it's like, is that supposed to inspire them? Is it supposed to be for music videos? What's it for?
Yeah, that's the one where Michael Beck is floating like a Chinese ghost. Yeah, it's so weird.
Well, so is the spooky chick. So is Olivia Newton-John.
Right. But it feels like he's the one who's leading her as a spooky ghost. It's so strange. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like float wire effect.
Although suddenly that's a good song. That's a real good song.
It's very, very smooth.
Yeah, it's a very smooth. It's very smooth. Wait, were you smoking out to Suddenly?
I was saying this is kind of like a little yacht rocky, and it's definitely smooth.
I don't know exactly what you mean by that. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I don't understand the intent behind it.
Well, I know. I'm just saying that's the way the yacht rock web show called. That's how that's the essence of yacht rock is smooth.
Yes, yeah. But it makes it sound like you were intoxicated while watching the scene.
No. And it's not a euphemism. It's just smooth, man.
Chuck, did you find Suddenly that smooth?
I actually was inebriated during it.
Fair enough. So it was smooth.
It was a little rocky. No,
there were a few moments where Susan was calling for drugs. She's like, I think this would be better stoned.
I'd probably pass out if I was stoned watching.
So anyway, yeah, and around this time is also where we get the Don Bluth scene with the great ELO song, "Don't Walk Away," because he quits his job because he's gonna run a dance club. To which one guy says, "What do you know about running a dance club?" And he's like, "Nothing."
Don't worry, I'm just a lucky idiot putz.
Yeah.
Yes, lucky idiot putz. But I'm going to go have cartoon sex with my girlfriend. So see you later. By the way, he doesn't know where she lives. She's real coy about where she lives.
She lives with her 9 sisters up the street there.
And on the second floor.
Second floor, yeah.
On the second floor. Next to Luca.
Yes, in the same building as Luca. But she's more red flags here, Sonny. She don't want you around her place.
She doesn't have a place.
Well, that's fair because she's ethereal. She doesn't exist. But she's like, because he's like, I don't even know where to find you. It's like, but you always do. This is red flags.
I want to know more. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But also, it's Olivia Newton-John.
Fair enough. But at some point, you got to come down to reality. And he's about to.
Muses are just like real close to being sirens.
True.
They're a little dangerous, but they lure you in. Like, he's lured in. He can't. There's nothing. Red flags be damned. There's nothing he can do about it.
All
Plus,
those
he's an idiot.
Right. He's got color blindness. Those red flags are actually green to him.
Yes. Green flag, go. Fucking idiot.
So they take Danny clothes shopping. That was a movie theater that they filmed. That outside part was a movie theater.
Man, I wish he was the cowboy the rest of the movie. The fucking that outfit with the stringy thingies, whatever you call them.
Yeah, but we get a super cute cowboy later.
Stringy things, the fringes.
Yeah, the long fringes on the jacket,
tassel fringes.
Yeah.
Wait, the outside that's the Hollywood Bowl, isn't it?
No, that's where they're celebrating him quitting his job and they have cartoon sex. The outside where they take Danny shopping for a zoot suit.
Oh yeah,
is a movie theater.
So the craziest thing about that scene is the dude who's standing outside in the like British Imperial Desert uniform.
Yeah, what's that about?
What is that about? Like,
I don't know, but at this point,
we need this guy dressed like this for some reason.
He was probably just there.
For them.
He was probably just there.
He was probably just there. I mean, it is Hollywood. Yeah.
At this point, I did put the note. I'm not going to say this movie doesn't share some elements with the Apple, but it totally does.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
But there's a big difference between those two movies. One of them I adore. The other one I abhor.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And the music is like far and away better.
Oh, God. Yeah. Anyway, I can't believe that this is the movie that helped inspire the Razzies and not the Apple. They're both 1980 movies. Yeah. The Razzies are fucking a joke.
I think the problem,
and I mean that in the negative.
Nobody saw the Apple.
I was going to say it didn't have the attention that this movie did.
Nobody saw the Apple.
Although not enough people really saw this movie either. It was supposed to open on like 900 screens and only opened on like 200. And I think it was Robert Greenwald. So this was the first time I learned about like what grosses meant and, you know, like what some of the lingo around a movie kind of failing was, well, we're doing great in Missouri, which means you're doing nothing anywhere else. When they are that specific about how you're doing.
Well, you're selling out one screen.
Right. Yeah. And nowadays it'd be like nowadays when you like buy in a whole auditorium for like a birthday party. It's like somebody bought a birthday party for Xanadu. By the way, you guys, if you want to know what I want to do for my 50th, you can buy out a theater for a Xanadu screening for me.
That's so funny. I'll
be busy doing my 50th birthday then, so sorry.
That's funny that you mentioned that though, because I was spitballing this with Susan for my 50th doing
Xanadu?
Paradise. Phantom of the Paradise. Yeah.
Now see, look, we all have our what's your weirdo movie that you love, Chuck?
I don't know. Let me think about it.
All right. Well, because I mean, obviously,
I love Phantom of the Paradise. I do love that movie.
Well, I mean, that's an easy one to love because it is better than Xanadu, but I don't love it more than Xanadu.
But it's also not as more successful though.
No, that's true. They're both failures.
Yeah.
All right. I'll have to think of my.
Yeah. What's your failing movie that you love?
I mean, for me, the initial thought, and I don't even know if it's a failure, would be Flash Gordon.
That was a failure.
Yeah. So Flash, definitely Flash.
King of the impossible.
You'll save every man, every woman, every child, every Flash.
I bet you
that's another 1980 movie.
Of the three, that would be the most expensive of the three to.
Oh yeah, I mean
to license, but
I'm
probably
sure.
but probably still not that bad.
I mean, shit.
I bet you you could get the theater rights for one night of Xanadu for under $500, guaranteed.
That's not bad. Nope. What about the theater though?
Yeah,
you'd have to
buy out the theater.
You'd have to work something out. You could open up to the public.
No. No, I'm not going to let people sit there and laugh at my movie. No.
Oh, you all have to be respectful.
No, I'll be laughing. I mean, no, I don't want some fucking stranger coming in.
I was going to say, don't even invite any of your friends.
No.
Then you would probably want a smaller theater. Yeah.
Well, how about just my living room, and I'll just put the DVD back in after we're done with this episode, and I'll just say,
I'll put together some numbers. I'll
crunch some numbers.
Crunch some numbers. Anyway,
I think it's more doable than you think.
Everyone needs to be there in roller skates, though.
Oh my goodness, that would be
and leg warmers.
Are you going to pay all of our medical bills?
I was going to say lots of injuries are going to happen, especially if it's like
we have some friends who I'm sure. Oh my god! First of all, some of us would be flying down the aisle and into the screen. 100%. Some of us on this episode, as in all of us. Yeah. But I bet we know some people who can roller skate like fucking champs.
I bet you Amber can for some reason.
That was the first person I was thinking. I'm sure. I'm positive Carolyn probably can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was okay-ish. I still had the same problem that I had ice skating though. Because I could never stop. Only way I could stop was by running into the rail. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Michael Beck has the back break.
He can moonwalk.
Yeah, he was doing a good job there. Because you see him roller skating better than you can see Gene Kelly roller skating in this movie. Yeah. Anyhow,
yeah.
So they're going to build the place. They need to go and Kara's like, all right, my job is done here. See you later, Sonny. And he's like, wait, what? And she's like, no, I'm a muse. I have to go. And it's like, huh? He's like, I'm a muse. And he's like, come again? He's like, no, I'm a fucking muse. Look it up in the dictionary. I'll change the dictionary to try. I don't get it. What are you trying to say? Okay, watch the TV. And they're like, the TV is talking to him. And he's like, huh? And then she has to show up in the movie. And he's still like, but what's this mean? Oh, Sonny, you dumb idiot.
He's a doofus.
Oh, yeah.
Although I will say, I want to see that movie with noired out Olivia Newton-John. That was sexy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite version of Olivia Newton-John in this? She's got several costume changes in this. Do you like stock template Kira with the kind of loose dress, or do you like cowboy Kira?
I think I always like Sandra Dean Olivia Newton-John. So whatever.
I'm talking about this movie,
but she has a look that's close to that in this movie. I just don't know what to call it.
I don't know. I like stock standard Kira.
I don't like that like white loose dress.
What?
It's like a sack.
No, it's got the off the shoulder thing. That's hot.
Yeah,
that's cute.
That's not my favorite outfit.
So you like cowboy Kira?
No, that didn't do it for me.
What about tap dancing Kira?
Which I can't remember the outfits.
Pink top, black shorts, tap dancing Kira.
That was okay.
Fish Kira? Is the fish Kira your favorite?
Bird Kira, for sure.
I think probably the one where she has the knee-high boots, the split skirt, and that white, like, kind of frilly top is real nice.
Let me look here.
I'll say a picture of that.
Okay. Anyway. So she's like, all right, I'm gonna go. And now but I love you, Sonny. Don't ask me why. But I do. Yeah, that's stock standard. Yeah, that's stock standard Carrot. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
It's okay, but it's
also the stock standard for the other muses too.
It's just a little too I don't know. Very bad.
Jason doesn't like her legs.
No. Clearly not. Or her shoulders. He's a very, very old-fashioned guy.
I'm looking through here. In my mind, that's like too much clothes. She's like wearing a curtain.
No, it's fine. That's why it comes off the shoulders. Anyway, so yeah, and so Sonny is like all bummed out, and Danny's like, you got to go get her. If she can come here, you can go there, or you're going to be like me 30 years from now, like all sad in the sad sack and shit.
Oh my God, he does the thing that we'll all do at your 50th birthday.
What, run dick first into a wall?
Yes.
Holy shit, that's a really, really good thing that he was right. Because he destroyed his testicles.
I wish he wasn't.
I had it in my mind that he was going to fail the first time and it was going to be really funny, but it was not.
No, the movie wasn't interested in that.
No.
It had to get to Tron World.
Yeah.
Which was Mount Olympus.
Yes. Yeah, that was Mount Olympus. And I was like almost certain that the heavenly male voice was Alec Guinness. But no, not quite.
Oh no, they couldn't afford that.
No,
not after Star Wars. They couldn't get him.
No. Yeah.
So basically, he has to appeal to Zeus to let Kira come back, or he's gonna take her. It's like, dude, this is the guy who for thousands of years has been a jealous little bitch, and will smite you just on a whim. But it's a good thing that Zeus and what's his wife's name? Hera are a couple of dumb idiots too, because they can't even figure out what time is.
It's all the same. I always mix that up.
Assumably, they have a child who created time, right?
Yes,
like because
Kronos,
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Was he a Titan? Was he a Titan? Anyway, one of them is either a Titan or something. They should know what time, but whatever.
He was the leader of the Titans, actually.
There you go. He was Zeus's father.
Son of Uranus and Gaia, and the god of harvest and time.
There you go.
But Greek. Yeah.
Greek. So, yeah, anyway. So they should know what the fuck time is. But that's all my point is. And he's like, all right, well, whatever. Get out of here.
Well,
and he banishes.
Right. And Kronos was before Zeus. Sorry, to keep going on this. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he's the father of Zeus, isn't he? So he bounces Sonny. It's like, get the fuck out. Sends him out. And then Kira sings Suspended in Time, which is another smooth song that got nominated for a Razzie, as she did, and the Razzies are stupid. By the way, the song that
that's a pretty painful scene.
What?
The Somewhere in Time.
Oh, Suspended in Time?
Or Suspended in Time. It's just like that
Tron
slow push in, and then it's very dull. Let's just say that for a movie that has been kind of batshit crazy with the visuals, it's a bit dull.
Well, it's the end of the second act. I mean, now the song that he nearly destroys.
That's the end of the second act. The entire third act is
a music act. Yeah, it's a musical number. It really is because they send him back without her, right? And she's sad. Although the ELO song that plays when he nearly destroys his crotch on the wall is "The Fall," and that song rocks.
I love how, that song does rock. I love how uninterested Sonny looks about her actually being there.
But he doesn't understand
that scene.
Yeah, he's like,
to start that scene, he's just kind of like, "Hey, I'm happy guy."
Yeah,
there she is, and I'm still just happy guy.
Yeah,
there's no revelation to it.
No, well, that's the whole thing, right? Because when we get to the big final moment,
don't have a fucking script.
Yeah, or an actor who can improvise.
When you get to the final ending, there, right? It's like there's the whole thing about like, like they are seeing like legitimate miracles and magic happen, and nobody reacts to it to the point where they're just not there. They just disappear. Yeah. And then they come back. Did they get suspended in time?
They got vaporized, I think. Maybe they got beamed up. Maybe they got beamed up where it took like like
to Mount Olympus.
That was during the Thanos.
Okay, that was during the snapping. Okay, because what's kind of funny, I like the idea that they got beamed up because Zeus is just an idiot, apparently, because he doesn't understand what time is or what feelings are. And
I always mix my daughter up with 900 people,
with 900 dancers that were paid to be here tonight.
So stupid.
So anyway, but like, yeah, so it's time for the big opening of Xanadu. Hey man, Danny's happy. Sonny is in the dumps, but Danny's having a good old time. He's skating around. He's got bowling pins flying.
That's the thing though. Sonny doesn't even look like he's in the dumps, even though he just got the worst.
He's supposed to be. Yeah, he's supposed to be in the dumps, but maybe he is hoping that there's a waitress there that looks exactly like Olivia Newton-John.
Maybe
that he can talk to later. So
I'm not even sure what the fuck that's supposed to mean, but anyway, never.
Yeah, because Gene Kelly's like, I'm totally cool with this. I'm not going to hit on her. You do it. I know she looks like my long lost girlfriend, but yeah, I'm old and decrepit apparently, even though I'm skating around like a boss. Anyway, the scene where the people are juggling the bowling pins had to be done like 20 times because the way they had there was a guy, one of the dancers was a juggler also, because when you're a dancer in LA in 1979, you had to have multiple jobs, I guess. And so he was talking about how like doing that is not a problem unless somebody is rolling by you, in which case you had to do it like an extra turn, which caused people to fumble all the time. So they had to keep telling Gene Kelly, sorry, we messed up. And he kept having to do it over. And I guess it was like the guy was talking about how embarrassing it was, because Gene Kelly apparently was not one to fuck with on set.
Well, I bet he was like annoyingly professional. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, they eventually,
and that's not a fault at all in my
No. I mean, he was cool with because they're his people, they're dancers, right? So like he was apparently cool with it, but it's like everybody's like nervous about doing your best around Gene Kelly, and
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what a cool experience for all of those dancers, right? I mean, my God, you're working with a legend.
Yeah. And and it looks like he's having a good time. Everybody's having a good time. People, I mean, you got like fucking tightrope walkers. You got, I don't know, like you got the lady who hangs herself by her neck and like spins around. You got all sorts of stuff. And then Kira shows up to do the big final act.
Her set list makes no sense.
It doesn't matter.
Oh my God. It's such whiplash. It is hilarious. So funny. It is truly insane.
Yeah.
I think the country song is one of her earlier songs, because I think she had a country album.
She did.
Yeah. So
pretty positive.
Susan was like, and Olivia Newton-John, opening of Xanadu, one night only.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, I was looking to see.
Fool Country.
Yeah, Fool Country is on the USA Gold Collection on double CD. So yeah, you can get a full version of it.
The song featured in the film that appeared as the B-side to Magic. So maybe
there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There it is. So yeah, it was kind of new, I guess. But yeah, she used to do country stuff. So,
I think that's how she broke in.
Yeah, I think so.
Honestly.
Yep. She was the 70s Taylor Swift.
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna let you finish. But Diana Ross had a much better album than John.
Yeah. Apparently so.
Yeah, I don't know. I just made that
I don't know. I know. Yeah, I was trying to figure out at what point are you going to start blaming Jews for everything? Give it about 15 years or so.
For Kanye, for me, I will never do that.
No, I was just seeing if you're on the Kanye arc. Anyway, so yeah, basically, there's a whole set. There's a bunch of costume changes. There's tap dancing. There's cowboys. I do think that her little cowboy outfit was very, very cute.
It is very cute. That's kind of
she looks cute the entire movie.
Yeah.
I mean, even when she has that weirdo silver thing before she returns to normal and then gets beamed away by Scotty.
She totally gets beamed away. It cracks me up so much.
Well, she becomes like a whole like light being, and that's when I was like, did everybody else see that?
Yeah.
Is magic real?
It was very Tron-y. It was very like getting holding your disc up and getting sucked up into the whatever, the cyberspace.
Into the interwebs.
Into the interwebs. She's now in the interwebs.
She's in a series of tubes.
Yep. Xanadu tubes. Xanadu 2 Xanatubes. Make that movie.
No, please don't.
No, let's make that movie. We can explain all the things that weren't explained.
Can we get Sabrina Carpenter as Kira?
I was trying to figure out who's the right, like, if you're going to remake Xanadu.
I mean, they have to be a legit singer.
Absolutely. And preferably a dancer.
Yeah. Olivia Rodrigo.
That could work too.
That could work. She doesn't have much charisma, though, in my opinion.
She had a few good Saturday Night Live skits.
Man, her opening was really awkward, though.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
her chocolate starfish cake though was pretty funny.
I haven't seen that. I haven't finished that episode yet. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. Yeah. I mean,
do they really have to have acting chops? Like, have you seen Xanadu?
Well, no, I guess they don't necessarily have to, but you need somebody to anchor it like Olivia Newton-John did.
So
that's the key.
You don't have to do a lot. It's true. But
you just have Willie Nelson be like the Danny McGuire.
That'd be amazing.
Oh my God.
Well, I reckon we'll just smoke a bunch of pot and like let the rest of this movie play out.
Yeah.
He just looks right at the cameras like, it's time to smoke up, kids, because it's going to get weird.
Honestly, it would be hilarious if that was like Jay-Z or something. Because that guy's looking old. And Jay-Z's got to be in his, late 50s now?
Mid, yeah, I would say. Yeah. Probably a little bit older than me.
Snoop Dogg as Danny McGuire.
He's dead to me.
It'd be Xanadizzle. Zizzle, dude. What do you like better, Xanadizzle or Zizzle, dude?
I like them both. I think Xanadizzle makes you realize it is definitely a remake of Xanadu.
Yeah, I agree with that. But they both make me giggle. Dizzle do makes me giggle more, but Xanadizzle makes more sense.
So we'd have to go with Dizzle do then, because nothing about this movie makes sense.
That's
so the remake
true.
shouldn't.
Fair enough.
True. Why do anything with any sense of reason or logic?
I am actually surprised that they didn't try to do a remake from the stage musical.
Yeah.
Because the stage musical like mixed in a whole thing where there's like an evil sister. That's like that messes up with stuff, or that messes with stuff. So
somebody realized that could actually write things that said this movie has no conflict. We need conflict,
right? And yeah, and they also leaned into the camp and the comedy. Like there's comedy to be mined here.
Oh, okay. So they were self-aware. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. That's fun.
Yeah. Anyway, Dizzle do coming to theaters next summer
on 4/20.
On 4/20. Yeah.
Faux shizzle my Dizzle do.
Well, who's playing Sonny then? Who's going to play Sonny?
Does Tony Danza have a kid?
Oh my God. It's got to be someone kind of bad for sure.
So we can't use Joe Keery because he would be like actually fun.
I guess it depends on what direction you want to do. If you're doing a remake of the musical and they're leaning into the camp and being a little bit cheeky about being kind of corny.
If you're putting Sabrina Carpenter as Kira, it's gonna have to be that, I think.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she's all that serious of a person.
In all the best ways, though.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's so you lean into it with her as the anchor, and then that's why you got Snoop Dogg, and that's why it's saying a dizzle do.
Yes. Okay.
We've got ideas here. Anyway. So the movie does not succeed in the long run. But it gains the audience later. It was largely probably propelled by two different types of people. One, dancers really liked this movie. And two, kids who saw it kept it alive. And that's probably where you're going to find most of the people. They grew up with it, or they were, technically into the dancing element of it. The soundtrack did do well. Singles did well. So it's kind of a mixed bag how this worked out.
I mean, yeah, what was the record sales on the album? It was probably astronomical.
Soundtrack album reached number 2 on the UK albums chart and number 4 on the US Billboard 200. So yeah, pretty good. Double platinum.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
All right, so I've got director. Oops, sorry. Ryan Murphy should direct it.
Oh, yeah. Might be a little on the nose, but he would do a good job. And
then probably you'd have Evan Peters playing Sonny.
Oh if that were the case. That would work really, really well. He might be getting a little too old, but it could work pretty well.
All right, I'm done casting. Sorry for interrupting.
Jeff didn't seem to like the Evan.
No. I was reacting that way to he's getting a little too old now.
Well, yeah.
It's fine. I like it.
It's not like Sonny looks young in this movie.
Yeah, I mean he's 1980, like 28 years old, which is like 56.
Yes,
so
yes. Fair.
What was I going to say about if there was anything else? Yeah, I mean, so the big thing is, it was a double feature between Xanadu and Can't Stop the Music that gave the people who run the Razzies the idea to kick a dead horse. And that's what they've been doing for 45 years. So I guess congrats. Which is funny because I'm placing it this week because this upcoming Friday is on bmovieunima.com is my review of Can't Stop the Music.
Which you don't love as much as this movie.
Oh my God, that movie is a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's hilarious, though, that if you pull up the trailers on the keynote, it is one of the trailers with it. And they do throw shade in that little documentary on Can't Stop Music because they're like, look at what happened to that movie. Nobody remembers that movie, but Xanadu? Everybody likes Xanadu.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. There are moments to like in Can't Stop the Music, but the movie really needed to lean into the fact that these guys are gay, and they don't. Mm-hmm. And Bruce Jenner is in it. Mm-hmm. Oh, Caitlyn Jenner. I don't dead name Caitlyn Jenner, but I don't have any appreciation for that person.
Yes. Yes. Fair.
So yeah, there's a lot of problems with Can't Stop the Music, but you can read all about it on Friday.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Hear ye, hear ye. Read all about a movie that needed to be 1,000% more gay.
But hold on a second. Have we talked about the very end of this movie?
Go for it.
So, is it Kira? Is she Kira? Or she
I think maybe,
like
I think she
Are they being cheeky with each other in that moment? Like they don't recognize each other?
No, I think what it is I think Kira leaves a human version of herself that's kind of just born out of nothing. Because we saw the waitresses during the start of the whole finale. So it was
always about how hot she was.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really know if she has the same personality or anything, or even knows who he is.
We don't even know if she has an Australian accent. By the way, in the musical, I was reading about the musical. The actress who plays Cleo, or whatever they call her in it, is an American. And when she's born from the I'm Alive segment, she decides the best way to fit into 1980 Los Angeles is to don roller skates, a pair of leg warmers, and to give herself an Australian accent.
Oh,
and that's her character. That's her whole character at that point.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't, that, like, my note on that is just question marks on them passing at the end there. I'm like, what?
Well, Gene Kelly brings her to him.
Bring her to me.
Maybe like in between like her costume changes, like before she became the cowboy or after she was the cave woman, she like kind of nudged Gene Kelly and is like, hey, I'm gonna leave like a physical version of myself.
I gotta bounce, but I'm leaving this for Sonny.
Yeah, will you give it to him?
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. I mean, I think it's only supposed to say that he's not going to end up like Gene Kelly. So I guess that guy's a fucking loser.
Gene Kelly should have absconded with her.
Yeah, it's like, I'm out of here. See you later, son. Here's all the bills for all the dancers you have to pay for tonight. Technically, this movie was based on a different Rita Hayworth movie. Forget about that. You're bringing Danny McGuire from a Rita Hayworth movie, but Down to Earth is the movie that this actually kind of served as the basis for Xanadu. She is playing Terpsichore of the Nine Muses of Olympus. Danny Miller is the guy that she's inspiring to do better.
So it's Danny McGuire and Glenn Miller put together.
I guess. Now I want to watch Down to Earth.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, but I'd probably watch Xanadu first. Anyway,
real quick note on Robert Greenwald.
Yes.
Robert Greenwald had a fairly steady feature film director career until he pivoted after the 2000 election and founded a nonprofit called Brave New Films, documentary films about politics, specifically left-leaning progressive politics. He kind of started with a documentary about the 2000 election and then made many feature-length documentaries since then on various topics. The ones I've seen or uncovered: the war on Iraq in 2004, Outfoxed, Rupert Murdoch's War on Journalism, also 2004, Walmart, The High Cost of Low Price, 2005. And then I don't believe I've seen any of these since, although I'm very curious about his drone documentary made in 2013. I mean, this is a guy who is very plugged in to the right-wing machine and sort of like decades ahead of a lot of what their agendas are. It's pretty interesting. And he's kind of made it his mission to make these documentaries, mostly funded by progressive donors, distributed for free in most cases, trying to fight the good fight in the best way he knows how through filmmaking.
So, I got you. You confused me for a moment there when you said he was very plugged into the right wing agenda. I was trying
understanding their mentality, and shining a light on it. Yeah.
It should come to no surprise that after Outfox came out, that Bill O'Reilly called Xanadu the worst film ever made.
That's
totally
hilarious.
Unrelated, though, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, not at all related to Bill O'Reilly being a little bitch.
So we call him Bitch O'Reilly.
Bitch O'Reilly, he's gonna do it on the. He's gonna
isn't
do it live.
Isn't that just like the right wing? That's so the right wing playbook is to find the thing in somebody's life that was a failure and make that the whole thing about a person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
You must discount everything else they have ever done because they were such a failure in such a spectacular way in one thing.
Yep. Although, if you ask me, he didn't.
Perfect.
Yep. Perfecto. I think we did it. 4 stars. Jeff Bob says check it out. Fucking Xanadu. And also 5-star soundtrack. Listen to that shit. On repeat.
On repeat.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So next week, we've got more Olivia Newton-John on the books. We're going to do probably that one with John Travolta that was like really shitty. No, I don't.
What is that? It takes
two of a kind.
Two of a kind.
It Takes Two as a Olsen
twins movie.
With Paul Reiser, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it Paul Reiser?
Oh my!
I can't remember. Anyway, fuck. I don't even know why I thought Paul Reiser in the moment. Maybe it's My Two Dads that I was thinking of.
Yeah, he was definitely in that, wasn't he? Or maybe he wasn't.
No, it was him and Greg Beard Man. Greg Beard Man. Anyway.
Greg Evigan.
Evigan, that's right. Yep. Anyway. No, next week we have a Now Playing. Jason and I have some things to say about the Indie Film Festival. Mostly Jason, because he is, like apparently a fundraiser there. That's what the slide said about him.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's like the only thing I don't do there.
Yeah. But I got to watch movies as a juror, so I've got things to say. We're also going to talk about a couple of other movies as well. Chuck, hey, man.
I'm going to do it live. I'm going to Bill O'Reilly that.
Yeah, Bill O'Reilly that shit. Xanadu sucks. Anyway. I'm making that sound by honking a staffer's ass so I can get fired from Fox News and become a loser. Anyway. I don't like Bill O'Reilly. You guys notice that I maybe have worked through some stuff here?
I don't know anyone who actually likes him. Maybe the guy who ghostwrites all of his books.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not, though. Maybe he's just a pay pig.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Anyway.
He likes him for the money.
Yeah. So anyway, next week, Wednesday, May 20th, it's a Film Seizure Now Playing. Also, next week, on the 18th of May, I have a new episode of Monster Mondays for Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Nice.
Good times there. And as I mentioned earlier, this upcoming Friday, the second part of our How Did the Razzies Get Made over at bmovieanima.com, my review of Can't Stop the Music.
Oh.
Sometimes starring the Village People.
Huh.
Although mostly not starring the Village People, and that's the number one problem with that movie. Anyway, until then, I'm Jeff Arbuckle.
I'm Chuck Moore.
I'm Jason Oliver, and you have been listening to Film Seizure.